Hi there. So the question we're going to discuss today is about doing bulk changes to the resolution field. Let's start first with a bit of a discussion about why it's so important. So the resolution field is what tells Jira actually when an issue is completed. It's not necessarily the status, even though it's very intuitive to see and think that once an issue moves to the done status and the done column in this case, as we see on the screen, it's completed. But what actually tells the Jira that the issue is done is the resolution of the issue. And if you're using projects that are out of the box by Atlassian, then you don't have a problem, because there the resolution is matched with the final transition into the done status. So whatever gets into done will also give you the correct resolution. However, if you are doing your own setup of a workflow to your project, or you're changing an existing workflow and for some reason you forgot to update the connection between the resolution and the last transition, then you might see issues getting into the system where they may appear as done or whatever your last status is, but the resolution is actually not set. Let's look a bit behind the scenes how it's looking for a correctly set project. This is a dummy setup that we have. We go into the workflows. Of course, I'm a system admin here, so I have the access. And if we look here, we can see that on the last transition that goes into done, one of the post function actually sets the resolution to done. But as we said, we want to consider a situation where we do want to change the resolution in a bulk way. Generally, we discussed the path or the reason being that the resolution was not set to issues that have hit the done status, but you can also want to achieve the bulk change of the resolution in a case where you're changing the resolution name from done to completed, or you want to introduce more resolutions now to some of the issues such as rejected, and that could also be a scenario. So let's see how it's done. So to begin with, you might have, or you definitely have, a workflow where this doesn't exist. So the first step would be to add it here. So you go to add a post function, and you want to update the issue field. And here, you take the resolution field and you give it a value. So this is what is most critical, because this prevents from the issue happening over and over again, and that's something that you definitely want to stop from recurring. Let's drop this off for 1 second so we can see a presentation of how to fix issues that don't have a resolution. So I published the draft, and let's create an issue that does not have a resolution when it's getting done. So if I now move this story to done, you can see firstly that the resolution is not set by the fact that this is not crossed out. Also, if we do another comparison and we look inside the issues, we see that this issue was created when we did have the we did have the post function to set the resolution, and we can see the done resolution here, and this was created without the done resolution. So now we want to see how we can actually fix the matter. So the way to do it is via bulk bulk changes, and we also need to do an update to the workflow. So let's first review the fix with the bulk changes. So let's say we want to search for all the issues where the status is done and the resolution is empty. So we have one issue here, and we see that it's without the resolution, and now we want to make a bulk change. So if we go through here, and this is just to show you why we need the status update that we will do shortly. If we search for the resolution, we see that there is no way to edit the resolution field via the bulk actions. So let's cancel here. And what we're actually going to do is to solve this issue by adding another transition. So let's go to workflows. And now we're going to add a new transition that actually sets the resolution, and we're going to activate that from the bulk changes. Sorry. So we have this one. Let's reintroduce the post function, update issue field, resolution, done. And we publish the draft. And now let's do the search again. And we're looking for a resolution that is empty. And we are also looking, okay, so this is the only one, so that's done, so that's fine. So now let's do the bulk changes. And now as we've seen, we don't have the option to edit the resolution from the edit. We have here move issues that doesn't help us. We have transition issue that we're going to use. The other ones also don't assist us in our cause. So transition issues, and we're going to use the done transition, which is now including the resolution update. Let's refresh, should be done. Okay, well now we can see that the search is empty because we don't have any issues that are unresolved. And this now has the resolution. So that's basically it. So to recap, the basic of this solution is to create a new transition inside the workflow on the done status itself. So basically we're going to do a transition from the done status to the done status and only use that transition to set a post function of the resolution. And then via the bulk changes, we're going to trigger the transition from the done to the done. So it will in fact apply the resolution to the issue. And we want to do it by bulk because we might have tons of issues in the system that we need to update. Hope you enjoyed it and that you've learned something. If you have any questions, reach out to me.